We are David and Jessica Hayes, authors of the Hayes Guidebook to the Costa Blanca.
Costa Blanca is a wonderful place to explore, so join us in our trusty Hayesmobile as we do something a little bit different and discover more of the things that Costa Blanca has to offer.
Here we are at the marina in Rio Segura, the start of our journey today. We're going to be taking in the recently constructed walking and cycling route that follows the banks of the Rio Segura, known locally as the Corredor Verde.
We're going to go as far as Benihúzar, taking in the villages of Rojales, Formentera and El Golfa. But before that, we're off to find our transport.
Come on, Jess. The car is a great way to get out and about round the Costa Blanca, but if you fancy something a little bit more sedate and relaxing, cycling might just be your ticket. We haven't got any bikes for today, so here we are at Psicologica in Quesada to find out how they can help us. Good morning.
Morning.
Oh, what a fantastic selection of bikes you have.
Thank you very much.
Oh, brilliant. My wife and I, we've come here today because we'd like to hire a bike if possible.
No problem, yes.
Fantastic. What kind of bikes do you have?
Ladies mountain bikes, gents mountain bikes, we've got tricycles for those people who can't not quite so confident on a two-wheeler, and we've also got a tandem. Have you cycled a tandem?
Have you ever been
before?
on a tandem?
No,
I've never been on a tandem. Is that
Brilliant,
obviously the
really
big long
good
one
fun.
out there?
Yeah, that's it. It's a
Wow.
mountain bike tandem, so it'll go
Okay.
over the rough ground and all the cycle tracks that we've got here, so it's excellent for that kind of
Brilliant.
terrain.
Well, we thought we'd do the Rio Segura today.
Brilliant route. Brilliant route. You can follow all the way from Guadalajara right up to Orihuela and way beyond. It's
That's right.
superb route.
It's
Well,
nice
that
and
bike's
flat as
perfect
well.
for that, yeah.
Yeah.
The bike actually knows the route itself. It's been before.
Well, you know, to be fair, I have seen it up and down. Now you mention the tandem.
Yeah,
Seen
yeah.
a lot of people on them.
Yeah, very
Amazing.
popular. I mean,
You
a lot of
haven't got
people
a
have never
bike, but
cycled
you
them
don't
before.
have to cycle, do you?
We have actually. We've got an electric bike.
You
It's
lazy.
for a lot of people who buy them actually buy them because they can't cycle as far as we can.
Right.
They've maybe got arthritis or they've got problems with their legs, artificial hips and things. So they cycle as far as they can then switch the battery on.
Really?
And the bike will take them back. It's fully electric.
Oh, brilliant.
Really good bikes.
I've noticed you've got a trike out there.
Yeah.
What's the reason behind that? Is that for someone who's a bit nervous as well, or?
It's a lot of people buy them because they've not got the balance. They're not able to sit and balance in a normal two-wheeler, and so again on a tricycle, little balance is required.
Of course.
You just sit and steer.
And it's got a big basket. Looks
good
great
for
It's got a
shopping.
huge basket,
From the market.
great for going to the markets and shopping. And
So you've got the little kids'
yeah,
bikes
well,
as
we
well
keep it for everyone,
them.
keep it for all the families.
Great.
And in the summer, most of our bikes are out quite regularly, which is great for us.
Good. And
Uh, and
Not
we're-
only hire, but you also buy here too.
Everything we've got here we sell, and we've got all the city cycles, the mountain bikes, the BMXs, the kids cycles,
Because
everything.
the Europeans, they like a different style of bike.
They
don't
like
they?
the sit up and beg style,
Yeah,
which
like
is
this one.
It's got the mud guards, it's got the high handlebars, and they like to sit in this.
They like to feel high,
Yes,
like the penny
yes,
farthing.
Yeah,
We didn't bring our bike with us
right.
because it was too much, and
Yeah.
the bike was old, and I just
Yeah.
thought, well, and yours as well. Let's just leave them in England.
Just leave them in.
And we've been over now.
Hire.
We've wanted to start going. So you came up with the idea that we'll hire one first.
Yeah, it's always the best thing. If you're
Yeah.
not sure, you haven't cycled for a while, hire, look at the area, then if you want to buy, then there's always something.
And that's
to buy.
perfect.
Houses over here aren't the biggest, and we don't really have
That's
much
right.
storage.
A lot of
which
people
is
don't
always a
have
problem.
storage in the house. And
Yeah.
a bicycle, well, you need to keep it padlocked if you leave it outside, you know, but
So let's go out on the tandem today then.
Are we sure?
No
Should
problem.
we have a try?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
reckon. We've
yeah.
got the helmets, and if we like it and we enjoy it, we can come back and Gary will talk us through what he's got.
Come on, I'll
Okay,
just
let's go
talk you
and
through
have
the
a look at
tandem.
Right, brilliant.
Yeah, no bother.
Thanks a lot.
This is the tandem, yeah.
Wow.
So
Looks exciting.
it's a good bike. It's a mountain bike tandem. It's
Okay.
got quick release seat posts, so you can adjust it to suit yourself.
Yep.
It's a dual power cycle, so unfortunately you can't sit on the back and chase freewheel. You've got to work together. Quite a lot of teamwork involved. For example, if you come to a junction, you need to speak to each other. Stop pedalling, start pedalling. We're going left, we're going right, so you need to speak to each other. Once you've been on it for maybe half an hour, 20 minutes, you're away. Good teamwork.
Cheers, Gary.
Okay,
thanks a lot.
very much.
You're
Enjoy.
welcome.
Okay, bye.
Oh, one last thing, Gary.
Yes,
Which way's the river?
the river's this way,
Oh, right. Okay.
and it's a one-way road.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
No problem.
So we shakily leave Psychological and head down to Guadamar and the mouth of the Rio Segura, where the cycle path and our journey begins. Our journey begins right here. Guadamar Marina right behind us, the Rio Segura to our right, and we're going to be following this all the way now on our journey to Orihuela along the path. Ready, Jess?
Yep, I'm right behind you.
Let's go. What a great way to spend a day off. The Segura River's looking really full today with the recent rain that we've had.
Do you know what the great thing about this tandem is I can just look all around. It's like being a passenger in a car.
Hey, I hope you're pedalling, Jess.
I am.
I can soon tell if we're not. Heading inland away from Guadamar Marina and following the river, within minutes we're in the peaceful surroundings of the countryside, making our way along the recently completed Corredor Verde, the Green Corridor, a path that joins Guadamar to Orihuela.
Oh, look at that, Dave. There's La Marina over there.
Huge, isn't it? Just gives you an idea of the expanse of the urbanisation.
You never think when you're so close to something like that and then you come here and it's so green.
And it's lovely to think that it's all on your doorstep, because you love the green, don't you, Jess?
I do. I do.
And the Rio Segura's looking full, as I've ever seen it. And that's the beauty of this whole walk and cycle way. If you think it's pretty lush and green now, the further we get to the fertile plains of the Vega Baja and nearer the Sierra de Orihuela, it's a lot greener, Jess, isn't it?
I know, I'm dead excited about it. And look, can even see the Costa Mountain.
Yeah, that always makes a difference when you have that beauty in front of you.
It's like a landmark along the route.
It is. One we've climbed.
Yeah.
Rahalis, here we come.
Normally the river is in a state of semi-permanent drought, but however it does occasionally flood when we have the typical rains that happen in autumn, known as the gota fria, and this happens every 6 to 9 years on average.
Since 1990, the lower reaches of the river have been canalised, removing meanders and hence improving the evacuation of floodwaters. The new canal was put to the test in September 1997 and October 2000, when heavy rainfall resulted in significant runoff.
The reason why it's so green here is because of the alluvial plain, which is when it floods, all of the debris that's included in the river is let out to the ground that surrounds it, and that's why it's such a fertile area, the Vega Baja.
The Segura is one of the most polluted rivers in Europe. However, in recent years, extensive water management techniques and the implementation of waste water treatment plants have greatly improved the situation. Our first stop is Rahalis, a small old town which, like most other towns in the region, has changed dramatically in recent times. But today its historical roots are still very evident, and you can still recognise the town from these pictures taken almost a century ago. Lovely village. It's always nice when they have the river running through them.
It is, and this village is quite old. First seen during the Bronze Age apparently, but it grew a lot during the Arabic occupation when all the Moors were here, because they irrigated the land and used the water from the Rio Segura to help grow all the crops.
And look at that beautiful pergola running through. Look how thick those trunks are. That's incredible, isn't it?
Bignomias, aren't they?
Bignomia, and then the huge yucca and the palms. And why don't they have a full river, Jess?
Well, the Rio Segura doesn't flow very much. There's not very much water in it. And this is what they've done along a lot of the route, is put these concrete sides in to make it more like a canal to help all of the water flow. So that bridge with the 3 arches is the Charles III bridge.
Right.
And it was built in the 18th century. Still standing today, hey? The wall in front of the bridge, that was built in the 16th century, because over time the river eats down at its bottom and the height of the river becomes lower, and what was happening was the river was getting too low for it to get into the canals that the Moors had built to irrigate the area around. So they built that like a dam really to help higher the height of the river.
One of the best known landmarks of Rojales is its grand water wheel, still in use today. A really interesting word about the wheel, which to you and I would know it as a noria. It's a word derived from the Arabic phrase na'ura.
Nora. And what does that mean, Dave?
It means to weep without reason.
Oh, poor water. Look, it's weeping now. Look, there's water coming out of it.
And that's what the one thing that all the norias had in common. They all weep.
Oh, did they shed their tears into the man-made canals that the Arabs made to irrigate the land around?
Genius, isn't it?
Yeah.
So when you're driving around the Vega Baja or cycling, as we'll be doing today, and you see all these fertile plains with all these canals running alongside them, it's all these water wheels iconically placed around the area that work the water into the canals.
Some of them can lift 40 litres of water per second. That's unbelievable, isn't it? Maybe that's why the river's so dry down here.
Did you know that that is enough to irrigate 42 hectares, or 16 acres as we know it? All of this has been going on since the 15th century. Who's to say modern technology is better than what we used to know and do in the old days? I'm telling you, the world needs to go back to basics.
Rojales has quite a lot of interesting things to see and do. You've got, of course, the church, you've got the Cuevas de Rodeo, the artist caves to go and visit. They have jazz festivals and film festivals in the summer, and you can go at any time. The caves are always supposed to be open, and just buy the pieces of art produced by the painters and the sculptors.
The great thing about the villages and towns, isn't it? All the plazas, and they have the outside space.
Oh, it's wonderful day and night, and in the evenings in the summer it's all lit up. Perfect place to come. Have a stroll beside the river, and that's the great thing about Rojales. There's 4 or 5 bridges in it, so you can walk all the way from one end to the other across the bridge and walk back again on the other side.
Like the walk we've chosen to do today, many starting and stopping points. Rojales village being one of them. Tapas, coffee, cycle, walk.
Well, if you're in a village, you know you're not far from a cafe.
No, that's true. Do you know Spain has the most amount of cafes per population, cafe/bars, than any other country in Europe?
Really?
Yep.
Well, I think it's about time to go and visit one then.
I reckon you might be right. After one of our regular coffee breaks, we're back on our bike, back onto the pathway, and are soon approaching Formentera.
It's great this, isn't it? Cycling along this path, and you get to see such a different view of these villages.
It's great. I mean, I've always driven past Formentera, never realised how much.
But on the road, it's just big apartments beside the road, isn't it? And you come into this little quaint Spanish village.
And you can see the church spire ahead, so obviously there'll be a nice square there as well. It's so beautiful.
Ah, it's lovely to get into the Rio Spain.
Look at that house there, how beautiful.
Yeah, I think they like their pots, don't they?
Wow.
Typically Spanish.
Yeah. There's the town hall, Jess.
There's always a focal point within every village, isn't it? Town hall, church and plaza.
Yeah, town hall, church and plaza. The 3 main things of any village.
Oh, and
there's a cafe house.
Fantastic.
Let's cycle around let's say we've cycled around the church square.
Formentera used to be a Moorish village, and it was conquered by King Jaime I in the 13th century. And then we don't really know much about it until 1730, when it came under the control of Lord of Formentera, and the Lord of Formentera decided very kindly to give the village his name.
Can you imagine that? The village of Hayes. He must have been a really cool mayor to be able to get away with that.
I should think he was very popular with the people. But most of the people in Formentera were mainly associated with agriculture and the production of fruit and cereals and vegetables, but they also produce a lot of honey.
A lot of honey?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Do you know, I'll check when I'm in the supermarket next, see if I can see any honey.
Formentera
special. Past the town hall. I love these trees, Jess. I'd love to have a garden big enough, but unfortunately one of these would fill ours, wouldn't it?
It would.
You read a lot of books about the area, don't you, Jess?
Yeah, well, I'm interested.
No, I'm interested because I don't read them, but you tell me and I learn that way. So I really like that.
Yes, take the easy option. And what's really interesting about Formentera is they have the Day of the Bicycles.
How ironic is that, as us driving through on a bicycle?
Every May, and the villagers race through the streets on the bicycle, and to remember the brotherhood of the people of the village.
Oh,
Yeah, isn't that sweet?
it is sweet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Leaving Formentera behind us, we head once again towards the ever-present form of the Costa Mountain. Look at the mountains ahead.
Oh, this is a wonderful route.
It's great,
You've got
isn't
the
it?
river with the flowing water, you've got the villages, and you've got the greenery around you, and we're just about to go into the more green area further along. And look at that, a water wheel.
Water wheel.
Wowzers.
As we discovered in Rojales, water wheels are still dotted along the Segura Valley and remind us that they are the reason why the green corridor is as lush and as fertile as it is today. A huge amount of investment by the town hall has gone into the walk and cycle path, and something else you'll find along the way are lots of little nature areas, often with benches, tables and occasionally even barbecues.
Oh, it's great this, walking along, and you can just dip off where you feel like it in these little areas that they provided.
All the little nature hidden treasures with all the benches. Look, there's a bench there for a picnic or a little snooze, having worn yourself out for so long. Look at all these lemon trees, Jeff.
Just listen to the birds.
That was a hooper.
Yeah, right. Gosh, you could be a million miles away from
Yeah.
the urbanisations.
You could, couldn't you? There's the mountain there through there.
Oh, that Costa mountain. Beautiful.
Changes all the time, doesn't it?
When the sun's on it,
Yeah.
or if it's a cloudy day. You never knew this existed, would you? Just off the cycled path, there it is up there, just down some steps, and you get to these little outdoor areas. It's great for the kids. Look at these ramps.
Yeah, fun, aren't they? Nice places for people to sit and chill in the sun in the hot summers.
Would you have bumped your BMX over there
Oh, I'd have loved
15 years ago?
Tell you what, I'd probably have fallen off. Clumsy David.
It's good though for people to bring their grandchildren, etc. when they visit.
It's nature, isn't it? It's fresh air, it's what kids need.
You wouldn't know you were in the middle of Spain.
No, that's true. It's like being back in Solihull.
Beautiful. It's a lovely area for the nature, for the butterflies and
The lemons.
the birds.
Algorfa is the next point on the map and is one of the Vega Baja's most lush and fertile farming villages, and where orange and lemon groves line all the surrounding roads of the village. The square is the beating heartbeat of the village, with charming bars and cafes, and yes, you've guessed it, another excuse to stop for coffee. Ah, lovely little square, isn't it, Algorfa?
Beautiful palm trees.
Yeah, really old and majestic.
There's a nice couple of cafes to choose from. Let's stop at this one, shall we?
Yeah, should we have a coffee, yeah?
Coffee con leche, yes please.
Lovely. I'd love one of those.
Oh, this is a well-deserved rest.
You're not wrong.
That's the great thing about the route, is you can drop off and start and stop where you like.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? And we've done Rojales, Formentera, and now Algorfa, and just Benihúzar to go.
And we started in Guatemala and finished in Orihuela.
Yeah, superb, isn't it? You can take your helmet off now.
Thanks. 3,000 years BC, the first people lived here.
When?
3,000 years before Christ, 3,000 BC.
Wow.
But when Algorfa was formed and became part of the Valencian community, there was just 15 homes.
Is that all?
That's all.
15 homes. And look what happened in the early 90s.
Yeah, there's been a fair few thousand more since then.
I was going to say 15,000 would ring a bell. Have you enjoyed the bike ride so far?
Oh, I loved it.
I didn't think we'd enjoy it as much as we have, and we love doing these type of things, but I just can't believe what we've seen from what we'd normally pass on the road You'd feel like you're in a different place.
You're in a different place, aren't you? It's called millionaire's lifestyle.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say we're far away now with what we have on our doorstep.
No, and that's it. You don't need €1 million or £1 million. It's all free, isn't it?
But the whole of that cycle path today is free.
I know. These tandems are good fun, though, aren't they? They're all right if you're going straight.
Gary at Psychologica did us proud, didn't he?
Yeah, he said go for it rather than the normal 2 bikes that we do. We tried and had a tandem, and I thought it was great fun. Anyway, cheers.
Cheers.
One thing I noticed surrounding the village of Valgorfa was the amount of lemon and orange tree groves.
Yeah, that's because it's on the banks of the River Segura, and they take the water from the river via the water wheels through all the Moorish canals to irrigate the land, and that's why they grow all the oranges and lemons, because they don't need that much water.
No.
And every time the river floods, it lets out all of its rich minerals that it brings down from the mountains and gives the land some natural fertiliser to help the plants grow. So it's all because of the river that the area is like this.
The River Segura, like you told me, is only 10 kilometres shorter than the River Thames, so it goes a huge way inland past places like Calaspara and Mula and Murcia, coming into
Past
Orihuela. And as you know, all of these villages that we've cycled through today, Rojales, Formentera, there's a lot more, isn't there, Jess?
There's lots to look forward to find out about. You've got the villages of the Vega Baja, the lowlands, which is where we are at the moment. Then you can go further along the river inland and get to places like the Rocot Valley, which is beautiful.
Beautiful, isn't it? I mean, you get that sense of freshness, the greenness like we're used to from back home along the Segura River. But as you go inland and the denseness of the river becomes more fertile, the lushness in the Rocot Valley is, you just don't think you're in Spain, do you?
And it is a valley, so you've got the mountains either side of the river.
Which adds to the scenery.
And something we look forward to showing to everybody
definitely.
later.
One of our favourite days, wasn't it? Still is. One of my favourites, Jess, but yet they all are, aren't they?
Everywhere has something special.
Yes.
Legs out.
Legs out!
Yeah, that was muddy.
Benihúzar is one of the many towns of the region that had to be completely rebuilt after the massive 1829 earthquake that shook the Vega Baja. This is one of the main reasons why we see so many towns in the region today with very similar layouts based around a central town square, just like here.
And our fountain.
It's pretty, isn't it?
It's got all the classic elements. Look how tall those palm trees are, Dave.
Wow! And look at the mosaic on the tower, on the town hall tower.
So what do you think, Dave? First stop, drink here, give us energy to go up the hill towards the sanctuary.
Last climb, drink, last climb. Let's go.
Bring it on.
Ready?
Yeah.
That's what I love about all these village squares, Jess. Everyone's different, has its own charm.
You can always guarantee there's a bar. Like
Yeah.
that one over there.
Yeah, I've got my eyes on that one already. This one's no different, is it? Massive church.
Massive church, beautifully kept trees.
Very similar to the sanctuary up the road, isn't it, in its shape with its twin towers?
Well, they carry the statue from there to here and then back again.
That's right. What a lovely place, Jess.
Yeah.
And it's the perfect place for a little rest before our final port of call on this trip. One thing that's really worth doing, that we really enjoy, is just deviating from the village up this stunning driveway to the sanctuary, Jess, isn't it?
It's beautiful up here with views out over the Costa Mountain.
And what's it called, Jess, this sanctuary?
This is the sanctuary of Rosario, and they come here, well, it's normal to have mass here every day, but it's particularly important on the October the 12th when they celebrate the day of the Pilar.
Massive amount of people come, isn't it? The size of nearly an average gate at Villa Park, my favourite team, about 30,000. Can you imagine 30,000 people up here?
Well, they come up and they follow the statue down into town, and then later in the week they follow it back up again. And there's lots of horse and carts and colourful dresses, etc.
That's brilliant, and certainly one that's going to be in my diary. So look out for around October the 12th or that date to join us here at the great celebrations that they have at Sanctuary Rosario. Oh, that's beautiful, Jess, isn't it?
Pretty inside. And then pretty outside as well.
Look at that. What a vista. Oh.
I feel quite regal.
Look at that.
So what a fantastic place to finish our day at.
Quite questionably another remarkable day, Jess. How much have we discovered?
Lots and lots. We started in the marina at Guatemala on the beach with the sand dunes and the Alfonso Park and the boats.
Made our way up following the banks of the Segura River along through to the beautiful picturesque villages of Rojales and Formentera before having our lunch.
Right, in our golfer we were, and then we came further along into Benihutho and then up here to the sanctuary.
Which could be really in the middle of nowhere, couldn't it?
Nice peaceful end to a beautiful day.
Fantastic, and one we're looking forward to doing again, so we hope to see you again on our next journey. If you've enjoyed our programme today and all of our others throughout the series, make sure you log on to www.haysguide.com, and most importantly, get yourself a copy of the Hays Guide and enjoy all of these beautiful areas that we have on offer around us.
See you next time.